Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and this subscriber sent a donation, so thanks for your donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below instead of donation. Now, this one's kind of long, and remember, guys, when you send me stuff, try to send me like 2 paragraphs the most, okay? But I'm going to go through all of this so we can really see what's popping off here, all right? So this one says, what's going on? You keep preaching in your videos that game is very important. The game is a strategy and skill to get women. And I've heard you say before that without game, you limit your chances of getting the girls or girls you want. And that technically you don't really need game to get a girl, just as a person doesn't need a college degree to get a job. But what type of girls are you going to get? I've heard you say this before. So basically you're saying that getting girls in the real world comes down to going out and spitting game, which basically means you're correct. And if I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. You have to approach a lot of women cold on the streets, at coffee shops, nightclubs, laundromats, etc. Basically, wherever women are at, you have to be proactive and go up to women and apply skill and strategy using your philosophy on game to get situations happening with women without any prior introduction. This is what I get from your videos and your books. I came into this with an open mind, and I wanted to take your information and apply it to see results. And you sort of make a good argument when you say this shit. You break it down pretty good, and it sounds great in a video. You make it sound real cool and inspiring, but here is the reality of the situation, because the real world is not the same as a YouTube video that you make. You can say all of this stuff in your videos and anything in life is possible. I'm sure there's always one dude out there who will go out and he will make shit happen with women, just like there's always going to be the next hot rapper who will get a record deal and go platinum. But what about all the other dudes? Here's what I'm trying to say, and my issue is here in this email is dealing specifically with cold game, because according to you, in order for a dude to get women, he has to go out and talk to a lot of random women and go through all of the bullshit, stay consistent, stay persistent, continue learning, and keep pushing until he gets the results he is hoping for. But that seems to be an illusion to me at this point. Why, I don't know. Why am I seeing, instead of 99, if not 100% of the dudes out in the real world do not cold approach women and spit game, and yet there are a lot of dudes who have at least one girl with them. And my point here is this: cold game doesn't exist in the real world. It is like a dying dinosaur. I don't know one guy in my sphere of influence, or have ever seen or heard about one guy anywhere do what you talk about. Now, I am not saying it is not possible. Anything is possible, but it is extremely unlikely that all of these dudes out here who have a girl got her by cold approaching her on the street or some spot and used their grit and determination to get with them. The way guys are getting with girls is they are getting a VIP pass from the girl. The way things are happening out here is the girls are basically pre-selecting the dudes. They are talking to and making it easy for that dude to get with them. And the dudes who she is not feeling gets a hard rejection, which is a no or soft rejection, where she keeps it moving politely. And in most cases, dudes are really rarely hooking up with hot girls by mere coincidence. They didn't even expect or really go out and proactively take massive action to make things happen to get with the girl. 9 times out of 10, this is the reality of the real world dating. And this is what I want to stress to you, because if we're going to talk about things, we need to talk about things as it applies to the real world. It is all through social interaction, social dynamics, knowing this person or knowing that person. Now, what I do agree with you on is, once a dude gets a VIP pass from a girl, and when I say VIP pass, I mean she allowed him in her life, so he has the opportunity to talk to her just because he was there at the time, or maybe there was some social situations going on and he was that dude, and she basically made the decision in her mind to give him an opportunity to get to know her, because she already decided that she wants to get with him. Then he has to say, I'm almost finished, guys. Then he has to say and do the right things to push this situation forward. That part of the game, you are on point. But to begin, just to have a chance with a hot bitch, a number of things have to happen in order for you as the man to get in. Cold game has not worked very well since I have been out there. So basically, the hot girls are holding all the cards. They eventually pick and choose and decide if you will or not get women. They are all on their cell phones, subscribed to 3 dating websites, getting dozens of DMs from dudes all over the place. There's a huge demand from a multitude of dudes who are trying to get at them. This is the reality of, and it kills your opportunity as a man to go out and make things happen proactively. I've experienced this myself, and dudes who go out and try to cold spit game at a bitch have expressed this to me. The best way I can explain this to you is this: girls are using attraction marketing to get guys on the internet, and in the real world they are making it easy for those dudes to holler at them because they want those guys to talk to them, just because that's what they want, and they decide if you get to get it or not. So you have to get it in the first place. And Player Supreme, when he was alive, talked about only dealing with girls who are feeling your funk, and there are girls out there feeling my funk, but I want to make things happen and don't want to wait around for them. And even though I'm almost finished, 2 more minutes, okay. And even though I have gotten a few numbers here and there, the entire thing of cold spitting game is riddled with rejection and risk. The entire thing is sort of fucking with my mindset. I can't help that it does, and I don't want to beat a dead horse with these emails I'm sending you, but I am a realist, and I feel it is my obligation to report back to you the reality of the situation is out there. A lot of dudes out here got lucky and took the girls I want to get with. That's the bottom line. They got in before I got in, and this is a big problem, Mr. Locario. A very big problem in the game for me. I am not hating on the next man, but the game is fucked up for many of us. The hot bitch I want, some dude or dudes got her before I could, just because that's the way it is, and there seems to be nothing I can do about it. It is not as you explain it completely, so please explain to me what you think and how do I deal with all of this, because for every 20 girls I'm approaching, I have a boyfriend on at least 60% of them, and if I get 2 or 3 phone numbers on these cold approaches, it was a great month. The game is sort of fucked up. How do I turn this around and make headway with these bad bitches I want? I'm cool with some of these girls but the bad chicks are getting snatched up by some dude who is not working hard in the game. That sort of pisses me off. The game is not fair at all. Please help me out. Whew! All right. My God. What is that, 7-minute email? See, guys, you got to cut the show, but I wanted to read the whole thing because I wanted you guys to hear what's going on here. Now, there's a few things that I got to point out here, right? First thing, whenever I get an email like this, I look at the person's and I look them up on my database to see if they either bought any of my products or are, if they're a Bad Boy member, right? So I looked up this dude, and he's not a Bad Boy member. Now, why do I say this? The reason why I say this is because when you're learning game, right, there's certain things that you may not know that if you did know, you would actually have better results. So when I put out these YouTube videos, and I've said this before, dozens of times, the YouTube videos are just small little nuggets of information. This is why I keep saying join the Bad Boy membership till I'm blue in the face. Okay, and you already know how black I am. So until I'm black in the face, you feel what I'm saying? To join it so that you can step up your game. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you're going to stay in the same place because you're not upgrading your game. You're not upgrading the level of where you are at. You see what I'm saying? So then you stay in the same space. And so when I read the emails, I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, I can see a few things already just in this email as to why you're not really getting to that next level. Now, one of the things that I noticed is that you were saying that, certain guys, they're getting girls and they're not even cold approaching, and cold approaching doesn't really work that well. And you don't ever see guys going out there and going and hollering at a girl and they're just getting it from their social circle or knowing someone. Now, see, the thing is this, you can get girls through social circle. You can get girls through knowing people, right? But see, what happens is that when you do that, you're just limited to the, people right? Also, if you see a woman out with a man, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's hitting it. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's his girl. You see what I'm saying? Or sometimes he's tricking on a chick, which is why he's with her. So every time you see a dude with a chick, doesn't necessarily mean that this guy, he just met her, got her through the social circle, or, that's his girl or whatever. You understand? Dude could be in the friend zone. You have no idea. Now, when it comes to cold approaching, dudes are cold approaching all the time. See, cold approaching isn't just you being on the street approaching a chick. You understand? You could be at a coffee shop approaching a chick. You could be at a party approaching a chick, a club, a bar, a laundromat, a freaking, Barnes and Nobles, wherever the hell. You could be in an elevator. You understand? You could be anywhere talking to a woman. So women are getting talked to all the time. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that it's not happening. Because wherever you're at right now, you're just where you're at right now. There's a whole big world out there. You can't be every place at once. So there's cold approaching happening that you're not seeing. So just because you're not seeing it, or you have a group of friends that don't do it, doesn't mean it's not happening. You see what I'm saying? Because everyone's not meeting the girls that they're with through friends and through other people. It just doesn't work that way, right? And there's all these other ways of meeting chicks. You can meet them online, but also you can meet girls going out and cold approaching. You feel what I'm saying? Now, another thing that I noticed is that you still have this thought process of putting women on a pedestal, right? Because you said the way guys are getting with these girls, they're getting a VIP pass from the girl. You understand? You said they get this VIP pass from the girl. And when I say VIP pass, I mean she allowed him in her life so he has the opportunity to talk to her. You see how this is what I'm talking about. Saying that stuff already shows me that you're going to have issues dealing with women because you're looking at them as above you. You understand? Like they're giving you this pass. They're giving you this opportunity to smell the vagina. Oh my God, these goddesses. I need to get this VIP pass so I can have access to the vagina. You see what I'm saying? That's your thought process. So when you have that thought process, of course, it's going to be hard for you to get the chicks you want, because when you're trying to get with chicks in general, you are giving off the energy as if they're the prize. They're better than you. I gotta get them. You see what I'm saying? And that comes off in, how you interact with these chicks. You see what I'm saying? Now, another thing I wanted to say is this, is that, because you were saying like, oh, it's hard out there with the cold approaching, and what about these regular guys, and what about, see, what you got to understand is this, is that most dudes, don't know what they're doing. See, I always said, you got the beginners, you got the intermediate, and you got the advanced guys. See, what it sounds like is you want to get advanced. Like you want advanced results, which all of you guys should strive for in a game. So you want those advanced results. So what's the advanced results? Advanced basically means that you're the type of guy who can go out on a Friday night, Saturday night, and at least 8 times out of 10, you could pull a chick home that night. Okay? That's an advanced guy. That means that he knows exactly what to do in order to seduce a chick, in order to get her to want to fuck him that night. You understand? Now, to a lot of guys, that sounds like unbelievable because they're not at that advanced level. I guarantee you there's an advanced guy listening right now that's like, yup, this is exactly what it is. And there's probably another advanced guy listening to this and saying, damn, I didn't even know I was advanced. I was getting this shit popping. You feel what I'm saying? So when you are able to do that, you're advanced. You understand what I'm saying? An intermediate guy is a guy that can get certain girls. He might be able to make out with chicks when he first meets them or whatever. And he may pull a few girls here and there, but he doesn't really know exactly what he did to make it happen. So it sort of happened. It sort of happens like on and off. Like he knows a few things, but he doesn't know things to the point of the advanced guy to where he can replicate it that much. You understand? That's the more the intermediate dudes. And the beginner guys are the guys who are still just getting their feet wet. You know, the guys that are like, you know, just still trying to approach, still trying to get comfortable, you know, talking to chicks and getting numbers and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So you want to, it sounds like you want that advanced level, but you got to put in more work to get into that advanced level. And there's certain things you don't know. You see what I'm saying? And there's certain things that you don't know that I'm not going to put out for free on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I be telling you guys, go to badboymembership.com. You feel what I'm saying? They're like, oh my God, Mr. Lucario just wants your money. No, I want you to step up your game, but the game costs. You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Now, another thing that I noticed is you have a scarcity mentality also. You understand? Because you said a lot of dudes out there got lucky and took the girls I want to get with. That's the bottom line. They got in before I got in, and this is a big problem. You said it's a very big problem in the game. I am not hating on the next man, but the game is fucked up for many of us. The hot bitch I want, some dude or dudes got her before I could get her, and there seems to be nothing I can do about it. You see what I'm saying? That's scarcity mentality. There's a lot of chicks out there. There's a lot of hot girls. If there's not a lot of hot girls in the area, there's hot girls in other areas. You go to the other areas. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, so one, we pointed out that you had the scarcity mentality. Two, we pointed out that you put women on a pedestal saying they're giving you a VIP pass. Three, we pointed out that there are dudes that's cold approaching, but you're not really understanding or seeing that. You feel what I'm saying? And so there's all these different things that's going on in your game right now, which is giving you the results you have right now. You see what I'm saying? So this goes for any of you guys out there. You know, what you get or what you acquire in this game, right, is a direct result of your level of game. You understand? So the thing is, if you're not getting the type of situations you want to pop off, it's because you have to step up your game. This is why I say step up your game. You see what I'm saying? Because if you out there and you talking to, 100 girls and you only getting one or two, you understand what I'm saying? But you want to get at least like 20 or 30 or maybe 40, you're going to have to step up your game. So it's not that cold approaching, it doesn't work. It's that you may not know what to do to make cold approaching work for you, to make it easier for you, to make it more likely that you're going to get more women. Because there are guys out there that are doing it. Now you have guys out there who are more like naturals. You understand what I'm saying? Where it may be easier for them. You understand? But then you have guys who are not naturals, but who learn the game, who learn how to actually make it go down. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is, what happens is that they stepped up their game so that they got from point A to point B. And this is the thing. I'm not saying any of this is easy. I'm not saying this is like, a simple thing. But the thing is that the more you study the game, then the more you apply it, then you're going to start to see results. But see, again, there are certain, things you may not know that you need to know in order for you to, get to that next level. So, for example, like on my Bad Boy membership program, I have a program called 15 Signs That She's Into You, right? And so in that program, I talk about different signs that a girl is basically like choosing you and all this other shit, right? So a lot of times you may have a girl who's choosing you and you didn't recognize or realize she was choosing you. And therefore you missed out on actually getting with that girl because you didn't know what was happening. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is, if you picked up on the sign because you knew it, then you would go over and make something happen and you would have most likely got her. You understand? This is why I say the game is important, because there's certain things that you need to know that will get you from point A to point B quicker, faster, and more, efficient, and more times it's going to happen for you if you know what you're doing. It's really that simple. It's really that simple. You see what I'm saying? That's the purpose of having dating coaches, because what we do is that we take all of the things you need to know, package it, and give it to you so that all you need to do is apply it, so it makes it easier for you to get to where you're trying to go. You see what I'm saying? But what happens is that, you know, you know, watching the free videos or looking at an article, that's cool. You feel what I'm saying? But if you want to get to that next level, you got to step that shit up. And this goes for any type of, you know, thing you're trying to do. Even if you are trying to learn how to, you know, build a business and make money. You understand? You can watch all the free videos on YouTube about building businesses, right? But the thing is, until you step it up and go to that next level, you understand what I'm saying? Until you get coaching from that business coach, or, you know, get one of their products that's going to give you the actual insider shit. You understand? There's going to be a lot of stuff you don't know. That's how the game is played. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's what it boils down to. You feel what I mean? So that's, you know, that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.